At other times,
John Blackstone, reporting from the West Coast. Well, a possible significant breakthrough in the story of the attacks on Tuesday. A man who tried to use a fake pilot's identification to get past security at John F. Kennedy International Airport has been arrested, and 5 other people have been detained at city airports by the FBI and Joint Terrorist Task Force. The incident about this man who used a fake pilot's identification to get past security caused the 3 major New York airports to close again Thursday shortly after they'd opened. The airports remained closed as we went into the early hours of Friday. Now, a source quoted by the Associated Press as being, quote, knowledgeable of the workings of the airline industry said the man was arrested at Kennedy Airport. That man was checked in sometime between noon and 4 p.m. today. The man was trying to board American Airlines Flight 299 bound for San Jose, California. The man had been scheduled for an earlier flight on Tuesday bound for Los Angeles. Now, we reported this incident before this evening. But that flight, the one on Tuesday, which was due to take off around 9 o'clock in the morning, New York time, the flight was canceled after the terrorist attack began in the World Trade Center. Now, a subsequent strip search of this man is said to have found a pilot certificate from a Florida school. Now, Anthony, you have some other information on this?
There's just a couple of other details here. I mean, there's several reports on this incident, Dan. This is the New York Times interviewed another passenger, Mike Glass, 43 of Seattle, who was also searched. He described how the officers scrutinized the identifications of all the passengers, and this is a quote from this one passenger: anyone with dark skin or who spoke with an accent was taken aside and searched, and then they went to any male with too much facial hair, which included me. As I said, that's Mike Glass of Seattle describing the search that ultimately led them to pull this man aside. The police commissioner of New York was quoted this evening as saying he has no idea whether the man arrested or those detained were connected to the terrorist attacks on Tuesday.
But certainly one could understand why the FBI is very interested in a man who has an altercation on the plane, if the reports are correct, an alleged altercation on the plane
That's a separate incident we're talking about, Dan, that occurred on Tuesday on a flight that was scheduled to go to Los Angeles, but was canceled because of the attacks on the World Trade Center. It was roughly the same time, 9 a.m. 3 males on that flight, United Airlines Flight 23 bound for Los Angeles, refused to get off the plane. There was then an argument in which a member of the flight crew became so heated with a member of the flight crew that became so heated he called security. By the time security got there, the 3 men had disappeared. The FBI, according to the Associated Press, is now investigating this incident to see whether it may have been an aborted hijacking.
Well, one can see why the FBI and other law enforcement agencies they'll be busy for a long while trying to sort out all of these things. And mark well, so far as we know, none of the people we've been describing here have been charged with any crime whatsoever. We haven't used any names, but these are interesting situations and give a little insight into how complicated trying to untangle this whole case can be.